think any of them are not committed to achieving it. I think they're desperate to go up. They're desperate to go up with champs. You saw that against Sunderland and Sheffield United. Happy days. But I suppose, look, Rob, let's go on a bit. The reason why we're the Irish Centre primarily are Boys of the 92 event. And I'd also like to say, I got a nice present when I arrived in Birmingham after my 2-hour trip to be somebody's taxi. So someone gave me a splendid book.
Oh, somebody's taxi.
Well, your taxi, Guff. I've put the peak cap away.
Did you get in for free, did you? Well,
anyway.
I didn't know. Anyway, yes, thank you. Yes, I gave you a copy of that book, the Leeds United Collection, which is really, basically speaking, it's the kit's history book, the Leeds United kit. But it's mainly shirts. And Ben Hunt and I co-wrote it a few years ago, I think 4 years ago. Yeah. And absolutely loved it. I love the collaboration, and it works well. This dream ticket, really. Ben's a great guy, great collector of Leeds English worn shirts, etc.
Yeah.
And great to work with him. Like I say, his research was brilliant, his interview was brilliant. He'll always put himself down, but you know, I'm sort of the opposite, and I tell him you've done a great job there.
The best people always put themselves down, Rob. I always do. I know that, and I know you do. The best people, you know.
Yeah, and most of them don't interrupt you. And got to stop doing that salute as well. That like a little gesture.
I'll give you a fucking salute.
It's not funny. It's not clever, and it's certainly not adult. Got to just grow up, man. Anyway, the book, Leeds United Collection, which I know you've written a few great books as well. I can always say, and this is one reason why I do like working in partnerships, is I can always say, look, I'll take all the criticisms, but I'll share all the credit, you know, and thankfully people are very impressed by the kids' book. And one of my and Ben's targets or aspirations really was to make sure that every Leeds player who's still alive, obviously, featured in the book would get a copy of the book. And so on Sunday was a great opportunity for me to present Mel Sterland. You didn't play for Leeds, mate.
No. I'm talking, there was two of them you presented to, Robert.
Mel and Tony. Mel Sterland, Tony DeRigo. John Newsom already had a copy, as does Howard Wilkinson. And I have to say, Mel was especially chuffed. He was just delighted. I thought it was brilliant anyway. It was great to see him. He was really pleased to be given a free gift, I suppose. I sold it now.
Yeah, eBay. Anyway, no, I know he wouldn't, because I know those guys wouldn't, but I do have to say, I do love it, Rob. I don't normally like stuff, and I don't like being dreadfully honest where you're concerned, because you don't deserve it, but I have to say it's a real shit-up piece of work, really good. Of course, if you go on my website, magicleeds.co.uk, you'll find a page devoted to it. It's far more interactive, far nicer. No, mustn't say. Because I'm being credited.
Your friend again.
Say again?
Are you speaking to your
No, I'm talking to the audience, Rob. You know, I relate to my audience, unlike you with you. What is that stuff behind you? You could get your background up, could you, Rob? So you're dreaming of the stars, are you, E.T.? Or, no, R.E. Oh, fair enough. I'll move on. I'll move on then. But
my fault. Not my fault.
I never said it was. But actually, it is. It is a really good piece of work. And he sold thousands, haven't you, Rob? Thousands over the years, from what you told me.
Once you know, thank you. I haven't told you that because I honestly do not know how many it sold. As you well know, with the situation with publishers and retailers, publishers don't get the statistics back on how they've sold until maybe 6 months after publication date, and those who are suffering authors only get paid officially every 12 months. But it's usually 12 months plus 3 months, so it's every 15 months, and only then do you find out how many it's sold in the last year or so.
Have they paid you yet, Rob?
No idea.
Rob, has your payment come through?
No.
Mine came through pretty much straight away. Must be the favourite, eh?
Probably won't have been as much money, will it, mate?
Look.
See, this is a groundless joke, but anyway, you led me to it, thank you.
Look, we do not do it for money, as you know if you see how much we get paid for books.
Exactly.
We do not do it for money, we do it for love. Honestly, I know I do.
Yeah.
However,
I love getting paid every 15 months.
Just let that settle. So, Rob.
Just imagine, folks, getting paid every 15 months.
Of course, Rob.
Not that ambitious.
Rob, they don't make you do it. You know, you didn't have to sell it by them, did you? You didn't have to. You know, you did it out of choice. You knew, warts and all. But, you know, what do you want, Robert? What do you want, Robert?
Do you remember Phil Neal?
Yeah, Gaffer.
Like,
We can shit this.
You sound like a publisher's Phil Neal at the moment.
No. Look, as we've talked about, you can only go on your own experience. You can't go what people tell you. My experience has been pretty good. I know you've got a different view about it, but you know, hey, that's just taste, etc. But do you remember the Graham Taylor? You know, do you remember the Graham Taylor one? Come on, what they based Mike Bassett on?
Yeah, I just told you about Graham Taylor.
No, you didn't. You told me about Phil Neal.
Being Graham Taylor's assistant.
Did you say that? Did he say that? I never heard him. He lies. He picks up on my... Anyway, Rob, remarkable book. Perhaps, you know, with all this picking up of your work, somebody could repay the favour one day. Perhaps, you know, perhaps. I'm not begging. I'm not pleading. No, it's obviously not working, is it? Anyway, look. So, how many is that we've publicised in our book? Il Gigante, good work. Cock-a-hoop.
Gigante.
Say?
It's the Gigante.
Is it?
Eel.
I thought it was
Yes.
eel.
It's in English, mate.
Well, Gigante's not in English. Okay.
It's actually, it can be an English word. So move on. Yeah, thank you. Look, Dave, I have only read one of your books, and I reviewed it officially online for you. And the truth is...
2 stars, did you say? 2 stars?
5 out of 2, yeah.
5 out of 2? 5 is on the post. 5 is on the way.
I give it a Spinal Tap rating, 11, mate. Anyway, yeah, the truth is, folks, and this is genuine, I've got so many books to read, and that includes by friends, colleagues, and just books that I want to read.
Friend? Colleague?
Leisure.
A wipe it here. Anyway, let's go back to the Irish Centre before a breakdown. So
anyway, so you're not interrupted today, then, Dave?
No, I'm doing my best not to. But if we just move on to the Irish Centre, Rob. So, is that the first time you met Howard Wilkinson?
Yes.
What's your view? What's your view about Howard?
Well, I was standing, so my view was sort of looking down on it. It's quite small.
Okay, what's your impression, your opinion about the man, one of the greatest managers that ever lived, Robert?
I thought he was a nice guy when I met him. He was good on stage as well with the other guys, and I don't think he will have smiled as much, or certainly not in the public eye.
I mean, you see goals like that, Mel. From the defensive point of view, mate, they're a nightmare to watch, aren't they?
To be honest, I said to John, the goalkeeper's fault, but he came and changed his mind and gone back. If he carried on with it, he could have cleared the ball away. You know, so it's so frustrating, but he should have had a penalty. Yeah? This is definitely a penalty.
Yeah, absolutely.
How it's his fault? Oh, but you don't get it in this league. But it's just disappointing. Listen, we've got to be. When this guy was a manager, he always used to say to the lads, go away from home, get a result, don't get beaten, and win your own games, and we'll get promotion. Unfortunately today, gutted. I'm gutted. I don't know what you like, Gaffer. Upset?
I can't say that I'm upset. I'm just disappointed that the performance was... I thought they could have won the game. And I just felt that sometimes a bit over elaborate when he got the ball, instead of, you know, you get the ball, your first thought is, can I play forward?
Yeah,
If I can't play forward, can I play square or back? But your first thought is, can I play forward? Or can I run with it? And sometimes these days it's as if they get into where they think, well, the goal's there, but that doesn't matter. So, you know, they just move the ball around without really, I think, they've got to get in the heads that, look, you get the ball, your first thoughts were, got to be, can it go forward? If it can't go forward, then I've got another choice to make, and so on and so forth. And sometimes I just feel that the passing bit has become overtaken what the aim of the game is. Yeah, pass the ball, but pass the ball where possible, forward, or run with it forward and so on. But these days it seems that sometimes they don't even think about, it's almost like a warm-up session where you play keep ball without any goals. Take a time.
The public perception of him is that he's a very dour and probably grumpy and rather miserable type, but I think he didn't stop grinning on that.
Well,
that's mainly because of Mel Sterling calling him Dad, I think.
I was going to say, great minds think. Here's me dad here.
You're Dad.
Imagine giving birth to that.
That's not birth, mate.
No, I didn't say he did. I was saying just imagine it. And it's like,
I don't want to imagine it. They don't give. It's not Mark and Mindy, you know. That's an old one for you.
No. But is it worth telling Jen? So Jen Stone was presenting it yesterday in Matter of Ceremonies. Is it worth just telling the story about how he greeted Mel onto stage? Do you want to be Mel this time, or do you want me to be Mel, or do you want to be both, or do you want to be neither?
I'd love to be you, dear.
I wasn't in it. What are you talking about? Anyway, you could be Jen Stone, or you could be Mel Sterling. Which would you prefer?
Mel, because I can't remember what Jen said.
So, I'm Jen Stone then. It's a nice shirt, Melvin.
Thank you.
Do you know what would go good with that, Mel? An iron.
Oh,
fucking hell. Rob. And it was first to many. He was a good actor, actually. He's the guy that does hospitality, but they were really good. We actually went backstage with the groupies. We smuggled away in with our slick habits and shook the hand, really wonderful. And he shared my jacket. He had the same jacket. You remember that, Rob? That brown jacket. You didn't seem to remember when I spoke to you. That brown jacket. My mate had got on. My mate Howie. He got my jacket on. Do you remember?
His was cleaner. Yeah, his was a lot cleaner as well.
Well, that's because. No, it's the other way around. No. Well, mine should have been clean. You did do a very good job then, sweeping off the croissant crumbs. As you admit, you did terrible. You told me down the road. Anyway, it was a moment to behold. They were really good, weren't they? Really good value, these things. Yeah, I think I'd go on.
They were brilliant. It was lovely to see a real close relationship between Mel Sterling, Tony DeRigo, John Newsom, all towards. And big respect to Howard, they really looked after him,
Yeah, they did.
Really.
And I think
and Mel really was hilarious, but
he always is. He was the man that said, if he had all the money in the world, he'd burn down Bramall Lane and Old Trafford, which is apparently the new circus going up at Old Trafford. Have you seen that? What they're planning to do? What are you planning to do? Have you seen it?
I've seen a meme of it, whatever you call it.
A meme?
Meme.
Anyway, I suppose the other thing, thinking about the stadium, what are you shaking your head at? I suppose the other thing, just about...
Mate, it's just your screen is wobbling.
It's fear. Fear of being in your presence. Anyway, thinking about the stadium and what we're likely to do, I think we should probably just say a little bit about Angus. Now it's confirmed. Not much of a shot, but what's your view? Or more importantly, when he's there at Millwall or Ellen Road to watch Millwall, what do you think the fans' reaction was? Because I saw him, the only time I saw him at Portsmouth, he had his head down and he was on his phone. Dear Jack, waiting to sack you, thanks very much. Be there soon. Love, get your mum to ring us. What do you think? What do you think the reception will be?
And the same as always. There won't be one.
Oh.
The fans don't care.
Do they not?
I don't mean that disrespectful to anybody. The fans aren't interested in who's the CEO, really. I mean, good luck to him personally. I mean, and he's a decent guy. He's took some stick, and he's probably made a few mistakes and probably done a lot right as well. But for whatever reason, yeah, Everton have snapped him up, haven't they? I think he was possibly on his way anyway, but I really don't know. And so I was surprised. I don't know about anybody else, but I really was surprised.
Yeah, because you know me quite well, don't you? You've had some dealing with him over a period of time with Angus, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, how long has he been in the job?
8 years.
I've known him for about 7.
Do you know, he started his job 2 months after I started my job. Me and Angus were like that. Me and Angus. It's probably now wind up time. It's probably now that time of the night, Rob. So, if you get this right tonight, I'll say your other book's as good as well. That's the type of thing. So, just remembering, it's good night from me.
This afternoon.
It's good afternoon. We did this one last week. It's good afternoon from me.
Cheers, thanks everybody for watching and listening, and I'm sorry about my friend and his imaginary friend as well. It's just fucking stupid, isn't it? Matching on together.